Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of what if Izuku Midoriya had an Anti-Quirk Sword, like Astas from Black Clover. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I suggest you do so as it will provide more context for this episode. There will be a link in both the description below and the annotation above. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like. First, I want to say thank you all for the overwhelming support. The previous part was very supported and is actually number 1 in my most popular video right now. Before the start of school, Midoriya searches online how to change his quirk registration, since he thinks that his sword is his quirk and wants to change the registration to reflect this. It takes a bit longer than the regular continuity, since in the regular continuity, All Might just tells him what to do, and here it takes more time. The first day of school arrives and Midoriya makes his way to UA. He enters the main gate and starts looking for his classroom. He finds it, and before opening the door, he breathes in and out, like slowly, telling himself, "I'm doing it. I'm achieving my dream. I'm working towards it." Because he wants to become a hero, and yeah. He opens the door to the classroom and finds Bakugo creating a conflict with Ida, since they're having a discussion like they do in the main continuity. Ida realizes that Midoriya is there and goes to introduce himself, since he knows that he rescued Uraraka. Since Midoriya's saving of Uraraka wasn't as flashy, no one else in the class really pays attention to Midoriya, except Bakugo, who looks at Midoriya thinking back at an interaction they had about 2 weeks ago. And a small flashback. The principal of their old school congratulates both the students for entering UA, especially Midoriya since he is quirkless. Afterwards, Bakugo takes Midoriya to a secluded area, like the back of the building. He throws Midoriya against the wall, like in the main continuity, and holding Midoriya's shirt, he says, "How did you do it, Deku? How did a useless, quirkless wannabe like you get into UA? You must have cheated." Midoriya grabs Bakugo's arm, and with his other hand summons his sword, surprising Bakugo. Midoriya says, "Let go of me, Bakugo. I did not cheat. I got into school fair and square, with hard work, and I will surpass you with that work." This makes Bakugo very mad, but he does let go of Midoriya and leave to reflect upon the conversation. Back in the present, Uraraka comes behind Deku and says, "Huh? Oh hey, it's you, Midoriya, right?" Midoriya says, "Yeah, that's right. I'm kind of surprised you remember my name," since they had a small interaction after Midoriya saved her. Aizawa turns around in his sleeping bag, surprising everyone in the class, scaring them, making them shut up. He then gets up and says, "It took 8 seconds for you to get up, to shut up. That won't do. Get in gym uniforms and let's go outside. We're doing a quirk apprehension test." Uraraka says, "But what about initiation?" And Aizawa answers, "UA gives all teachers liberty, meaning that I can teach you in any way I see fit. Now get in your uniforms and meet me outside." A little later, the students find themselves on the PE grounds. Aizawa hands Bakugo a ball and tells him to throw the ball as far as he can using his quirk. Bakugo grabs the ball and using a giant explosion throws it 705.2 meters. Zero says, "Oh man, this is going to be good since we're allowed to use our quirks." Aizawa picks up on this and says, "So you think this is fun, huh? Well, the student with the lowest results will be expelled." This scares everyone in the class, especially Midoriya, since his sword won't help him much. Midoriya doesn't do too well for most of the exams, but he does do better than in the regular continuity, as he has trained his body over the years and not just in a rush. It's now Midoriya's turn to do the pitch, like the ball throw, and he needs to think of a way to do it well, since if he doesn't and he didn't do well in the other exercises, he'll get expelled. Aizawa has already written Midoriya off. He has seen Midoriya in action and has seen the registry before Midoriya actually changed it. Aizawa thinks to himself, "I don't know how he smuggled that sword into the entrance exam, but that was an illegal move. He shouldn't be allowed to go to this school." Midoriya is standing in the circle thinking, and Aizawa has grown impatient at this point. "Throw the ball already, Midoriya, so we can move on," he says. Midoriya then throws the ball straight up, and as it falls down, he summons his sword, hitting and hits the ball with the fuller of the sword. It's the flattish side of the sword, kind of like the. It's not really the plain. Well, you can Google it if you want. It's the fuller. Using the sword like a bat. This surprises the hell out of Aizawa. He had no idea that the sword was a quirk, or something that seems like a quirk, and he didn't even if that was a possibility. I mean, he wouldn't have expected Midoriya to use it as a bat. Midoriya throw went 134 meters. Bakugo gets mad and attacks Midoriya, screaming, "You and that stupid sword, you damn Deku!" He gets restrained by Aizawa's binding cloth before he can reach Midoriya, but Midoriya has already reacted and finds himself in a fighting stance, ready to fight off Bakugo if necessary. At this point, Midoriya recognizes who Aizawa actually is, saying, "Holy crap, it's the Erasure hero," since they didn't know beforehand. A couple minutes later, the results are shown. Midoriya looks at the score and says, "Oh no, I'm last. It seems like my dream wasn't meant to be." Then Aizawa says, "And I was lying. None of you are going home. It was just logical deception so you would give out your best in the tests." Everybody's surprised and mad at this, and Yorozu says, "I'm surprised none of you figure it out. Maybe I should have said something." Aizawa says, "Well, that is it for today. Go pick up a syllabus and I will see you all tomorrow." A while later, Midoriya finds himself going to the station while chatting with Ida. Raka runs after them and says, "Wait, you guys are going to the station, right?" This is where the introduction between her and Midoriya and Ida happens. She gets Midoriya's name wrong as she heard Bakugo say Deku before, and she gives Midoriya the nickname Deku. I do want to thank you all again for all the support you guys are giving the channel, and especially the last part of the series. If you have any suggestions for how the series should advance, please make sure to leave it in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you are new. I would say next episodes would actually get serious, as for now, Midoriya doesn't know that the sword can nullify quirks, and next episode's when he will learn that. I'll hope to see you all next time. Bye everyone! Have a nice day!